everyone, it's Doug. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another episode of Fallout, the Pit. How are we doing? What do we have point-wise? Well, we have 1, 2, 3 basic for the cards, 4 because we are currently well rested, and 5 because the security team is slightly ahead of the the slavers faction is slightly ahead of the rebel slaves. We are letting ourselves be loyal to the slaves because they are closest and we don't want them to attack us. Alright, so what are we going to do? Now, the best way to get agendas right now is to continue helping out Moira to write her Wasteland Survival Guide. We need to either kill a rad roach or in one turn take 2 radiation damage. Don't know, this might be a rad roach. It might not. I can't tell. And I haven't played this enough to know how many there are of each particular critter in the game yet. So yeah, heaven knows if that's a rad roach or not. So we might just have to go ahead to get this moving. I think I'm going to have to give in and try to do this. At least we will get experience for doing it because super mutant. However, doing this now will kill us because we are at 3 HP and 1 radiation. So adding 2 radiation will put it up to where our HP is, knock us out. So for our first turn, we are going to, well, let's zoom in so we can see everything we're going to do. Alright, we're going to camp. So it'll give us 3 HP back. We're up to 6. We also unexhaust Hancock, our companion. We get to keep him because we do have perception. So when he unexhausts, we get to keep him. And we are already well rested, so no change there. Yeah, so for our second action, we're going to have a little walk through this radioactive wasteland here. And we're going to go, which way do I want to go? This way or that way? If I go this way, I'm closer to stuff. So 1 and 2. So let's go down to our board, our character board, and see how that messes us up. Yeah, I just feel this is the best thing to do because heaven knows how long it'll be until this thing actually flips over. I have no idea. It could happen right away when we turn over the next card, or it might not for many turns. Again, I'm not good enough to count the cards in this. So we are going to take 2 radiation damage, to putting us up to 3 rads. However, being the mutant that we are, we'll also get 1, 2 experience to go with it, putting us up almost to our next level. 1 more experience point and we'll loop around. Which means, right, we took the supposedly easy route of doing this and suffered 2 radiation during one turn. Which means we will get ourselves another agenda. We'll see what it is. So yeah, this wouldn't have activated on the next agenda. So we got another security one. So for the amount... Okay, so this is going to give us 2 points. 1 basic point and 1 for security being... security. It's just, but the card is called, for the slavers being ahead by 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, because slaves are behind. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting there. We'll see what happens next when we, yes, we're going to stage card, whoop, don't want to focus there. Anyway, we're going to stage the next card, 153, as it turns out. So let us just grab that, and, oh, this isn't good. It's called, ouch! Moira finishes her examination. Your dedication to this cause is inspiring, she says, while washing her hands thoroughly. For the next section, I think we should continue with the theme of physical endurance. Rapid recovery following excessive trauma seems like an effective experiment. So, option 1 is sheesh, the things you do for the greater good. We need to suffer 6 damage during one fight. Okay. Blech. we would get ourselves an agenda. We'd keep this as a contribution to the guide. Stage another card and add a card to one of the decks. The other one, you're too smart to be someone else's lab rat. You'll take your own notes. Thanks. So at any, as a quest action at any ruins, we can discard a companion. So basically we can, presumably we are just sicking things on Hancock, or possibly just beating him up ourselves just to see what happens. So we'd still get an agenda. We'd stage a card and add a different card. And then trash this one. Oh boy. Now, Hancock is handy, but he's not crucial to us. Oh, what to do? Well, doesn't matter. That concludes our 2 actions. We'll just do the next agenda card, see what happens with monster movement, and then I'll have to think about what to do next turn. Alright, next, movement by super mutant enemies. There are none, nothing happens. So yeah, this thing still hadn't, this would have taken a couple of turns to activate, at least so far. So even if it is a rad roach, which it might not be, it would have taken us forever to get through totally rad. Alright, well, that was an easy agenda phase. Now I've just got to figure out what the heck I want to do next. Okay, you know what? The heck with it. Hancock has been marginally useful, but he's only marginally useful. So we're going to do this. We are going to first take a move action. Take one move point. We can still move a second time after we've done this. We're going to go ahead and discard our companion. Don't think too hard about exactly what's going on. So long, Hancock. You helped us a tiny bit, and now, well, you're helping us more. Because yes, we are at a ruin, so again, we're going to take ourselves another card. This one is, right, it's one of those that gets you more points if, in this case, the slavers are ahead, the slaves, not the slavers, the slaves. So that's just worth 1 point at the moment. Now, unfortunately, that was actually the last agenda card. That's the problem. The more agenda cards you manage to pick up, the quicker this goes along, and the faster everything else levels up. So we're going to reshuffle that. And off screen, I won't go over to it we'll see it eventually. The slaves they're behind, so they are going to move up 1. Unfortunately, that loses us a couple of our points because everything's tied now, but it's okay. So be it. We will get through this. So we're now going to stage card 146 and add card 145 to whichever pile it is. So 146 and 145. So 145 is a ruins encounter, so we're going to take 1 card because there's one of us playing, and we're going to mix them up. And I'm trying, okay, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have completely forgotten which card. So we just added, and we are going to stage. So 146, beep boop. I can't help but believe that our unconventional methods are producing unconventional results. She disposes of the last bloody rag. Oh, Moira, you're just a menace. Nevertheless, Excelsior, as they say. I filled in most of the other sections, but the post-future tech in a dying world finale is still lacking. I need a robot, preferably functional. So our options are, it just so happens that you know the perfect robot for the job. This guide will be so totally great. So we need to find the Robco factory, and we need to have a robot companion with us. So that's not an option at this point. As you can see, the results there are similar to they have been. Then you stage another card. Otherwise, wait, what'd she say? Something about a dying robot or whatever, right? Hopefully the guide will be more interesting than this endless chain of quests. Kill any robot. Yeah. So, that unfortunately doesn't leave us with any real options to continue that quest line. So we may just have to think about helping out. If we were to help the slaves, so I believe we have two slave cards and 2 slaver cards. So if we helped one or the other of them, they would move ahead 2, assuming that neither of them would have moved to catch up. So that would give us 2 bonus points on each card. So we'd have 4. We might have to just work on this. Head up towards the north and continue the main storyline. You never know. We might pick up other stuff on the way. We might find the tower or Vault 109 on the way. Now, we still have 1 movement point left after all that noodling around. So we're going to go ahead and move there. And then we're going to have an agenda phase, and we'll do another turn after that. Okay, let's see what activates. The slaves. However, we have our own version of that card revealed, so the slaves like us, and super mutants. So, yeah, nothing happens. So, yeah, once again, I'm going to have to mull over what to do for the next turn. Well, okay. We're going to head north. I'm going to go up there, see if we can get one faction way ahead of the other enough that we can win. Even if we tie with one of the factions for the win, it's still a win. And there is this robot on the way, which we might be able to fight, although it's a tough one. But yeah, north it is. So from here, for our first action, we are going to explore and reveal, oh good, a radioactive wasteland. which I don't particularly want to cross, because we've only got, yeah, we're only 1, 2, 3 points away from our radiation limit, and we would die. That's terrible. Yeah, no moving there. So yeah, we'll have to go around that. So yeah, for a second action, we are going to move there and hope that these things do not move into our space and womp on us, because that's going to be bad. So yeah, that was the entirety of our tiny little turn. So yeah, zoom back out and do another agenda. Alright, next one. Oh, now the pests activate. So this is going to turn over, and yeah, it was a rad roach. So it would have taken us a while to get that and move on to the next bit of Moira's insane quests. Now that means that the Stingwing is going to move here, one close to us, and this one is going to move into the space with us. So we're going to have to fight the level 2 Stingwing. We need to hit it in the head and the chest. We have done so. There's one head, one chest, and the legs, which miss. He got 2 hits, one of which we block with our handy lab coat, and which means we take we take 2 damage. So we are 1 hit away from, yeah, we're in trouble. I probably should have rested. Oh well, well, let's see what I can do this next turn then. We'll do one more before we call it a video. Okay, yeah, I'm in trouble, because I can't rest. I could say move over here and rest, but yeah, the chances of I'm surrounded by lots of stuff, so the odds that I'm going to get attacked are very high anyway. I think everybody's going to get to see what happens when you die. So let's just go ahead and for first action, go ahead and explore. Now, when this reveals itself, I think we can just choose where to put those on the space. So I'm putting them there because that is, in theory, furthest away, because it's 1, 2 spaces. Now this one around here is some rough terrain. Here yeah, I found the Pendleton Estates. I don't think we need that for anything at the moment. Unfortunately, we have one of the big nasty beasts show up, and it's a glowing one. That's like a feral ghoul, but worse. You can see it's aggressive, so when I move into the space, it's going to attack anyway. And it's going to do a point of radiation damage. So, that would be absolute death. So, only hope at all is to just run away. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to go 1, 2. We're just running away entirely. Next turn, maybe we can do some resting or some camping. And yeah, this is just not going terribly well. So let's just do one final agenda. See what activates. Humanoids and, oh yeah, and the horrible beasts. Well, let's see. Let's work our way down. So yes, the human character moves one towards us, as does that horrible beast. This horrible beast is now in the same spot as the stingling. And these two human types reveal we have a level 2 regulator and a level 2 bounty hunter. Oh, both of whom have ranged, so they can get us from a distance from the next space and do an extra bit of damage. Yeah, things are going to go poorly next time, as you're likely to see. So, yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and for liking the videos, both on YouTube and Board Game Geek. It's very much appreciated. And I will see you next time for yet another episode of Fallout: The Pit. So long.